statewide elections?
And that's a question. Carrie, I'm going to ask you to stand by right where you are because that's a question that they're asking in Texas, too. We're going to pop over to Texas while we wait for Andrew Gillum to come out and address reporters. We're going to bring that to you live when it happens. But in the meantime, you know you got Democratic Congressman Beto ORourke hoping for an upset against Republican Senator Ted Cruz in Texas. Speaking of voting, you are looking at ORourke voting in just the last hour in El Paso. That's where we find Garrett Hake. And Garrett, you've been following both of these candidates around for weeks. What are you hearing from your sources on both campaigns?
Well, Hallie, look, we are expecting big turnout. Both campaigns have been surprised by the early voting numbers, which have been off the charts in Texas. We expect to see big turnout in the major cities in Texas today, including here in El Paso, where Beto ORourke has been visiting polling places around the city this morning, trying to make sure he turns out his supporters. We've had a steady stream of folks at this location, including Pamela Aguirre, who's 77 years old, who I noticed because you had two key accessories. You had wheeled your oxygen tank out to vote, and you're wearing your Beto T-shirt.
Yeah, you want to see it?
I do.
Okay.
You were here when Beto came to cast his vote, and you told me this was very emotional for you. Why?
Well, because I wasn't expecting it, and because we think he's pretty important, and we're honored that he was here.
Why is he so important?
Because he represents everything that Donald Trump isn't.
He represents everything that Donald Trump isn't. Tell me what it means to you to see Beto, who's sort of a favorite son around here. I mean, we're in his neighborhood a few blocks away,
True.
Out here representing El Paso, representing you, hoping to represent the whole state. What has it meant for you to see what he's been saying and what he's been doing on the national stage?
Well, I give him a lot of credit for standing up and saying what he thinks and for being willing to represent so many people who are like-minded. It means a lot. We're just so proud.
We're so proud. What will it feel like if you see him win this race tonight?
Everything. Just everything. We want him to win. And we'll be watching the TV tonight with him. He'll be someplace in the city. But it'll mean just so much. It'll mean that, by gosh, we all still have a chance to have a decent country and with decent values, with decent relationships with other people.
Thank you so much, Pamela. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hallie, it just goes to show you the incredible emotions this candidacy, this campaign has brought out in the state of Texas.
Emotional indeed. Garrett Hake, enjoy your day and your night. We'll be checking back in with you. We want to mention, by the way, we showed you Andrew Gillum voting in Florida. Look, this is his competitor, Ron DeSantis, also coming out with his